Today I'm going to explain the summary of the book of uh, Dale Carnegie, and the title of this book is How to Influence People, or How to Influence and Influence People. Okay, if you are a entrepreneur or a businessman, you have to acquire skills, especially people skills, for you to be successful in your journey as a entrepreneur. Because if you don't have these skills, you will be ending up in being not successful. So these are the most common skill that most successful people have for them to get wherever they were right now. So today I'm going to discuss to you how to make people become your friends. For example, how to talk to people or how you can communicate with them, especially in a business manner or a maybe it's a sales presentation if you're a salesperson. So it's very important that you know these strategies so that if you apply if you apply it with your business or even in your daily routine in socializing other people, you have a greater chance that you will gain a lot of friends and a lot of clients if you are a salesperson. So uh, there are things that you have to understand. So of course, it's our psychological thinking about we don't care about other people saying, right? We just care about ourselves. So we just have to put ourselves in the shoes of the other person for us to connect with them. So how we're going to do that? Like for instance, if you're an introvert person, then you might be hard on socializing with others, especially in public places, or even though in where there is a lot of people, or maybe a public speaking. So, but the good thing is this is a skill and it is learnable. Every skill is learnable. So if you're not good at it, then you might be continue practicing yourself, and so that little by little you will excel and learn the way how it works, and eventually you will master it. Okay, so back to our topic, and as I'm saying, how you as a ordinary person, how will you gain the trust of a lot of people? How do you wonder why some some people, maybe especially those celebrities, they they just like a magnet for they're just like a magnet that most people are attracted to them. It's not just they are a good looking person, but they have this kind of personality where they just they might apply these principles as subconsciously. So what are these principles that I'm talking? So number one is you have to when you um, meet a person, especially in your first time meeting, you might be greeting him with a warm greetings, or we can also smile with a uh, maybe you can smile with him or her and start greeting him. Then you should be asking questions, especially we call it the open-ended questions, where you have to make the other person do the talking, and you just listen. Most probably the other person will talk for 70% of the time, and you just have 30% do the talking. So all you have to do is listen and asking the right questions. And also by asking the right questions, you might be considering his or her interest, because no one cares about yours. Okay, no one cares about our own interests. The other person doesn't care. So the technique is focus your attention on the interest of the other person, and as much as possible find a thing or anything that you might agree, and maybe you can start it with that to prolong your conversation. And also when you're talking to him, maybe you can look in the eye and start calling him or her with his name or her name, and you should be sincere and by talking. You should be honest and authentic, because the other person will sense that, and if they do, they will begin to have discomfort in you, and it's like they will feel that you're not interested to what they're talking. Show enthusiasm with them when they speak. You keep you're just like eager to hear every detail, every word that they're saying. So your focus is to um, talk the other people's interests. For instance, if you are in sales and you might be asking questions that uh, how could how this what is the problem that experiencing of this person, and how is your product will solve his or her problem. Okay, but before that, before giving your pitch, you have to define first his interest, or asking questions about what is what makes him angry, all the things that are related to what his or her problem. Then after knowing all that information, then you might considering offering your product or service with him. So that is the right strategy of having a good sale. Because a lot of salesperson today doesn't know how to sell. Terrible idea. They just present their product. They have the most amazing product, and they just push it on their clients without asking them if this product is right for them. And that's why most of the time the client will back off and pull away, and they will just reason out, and they will tell you that they just get back to you sooner or later. But the truth is, they will never ever do that. Okay, so that means you fail to close a deal, you fail to get their interest, and that is your problem. So if you want to be successful in sales, then you should be master the technique on how to influence people and making your attention or putting your attention and interest in the other person, and knowing what his needs and how can your product will solve his problem. Okay. When it comes to making plans, you should be authentic, of course, because the other person will sense that if you are not real, you're not original. What I mean is that they will sense that you're lying to them. Okay, and if if you do that, they will absolutely will not trust you, and of course they will just pull away, and it's not a good thing for you. And if you're a leader, if you're a leader or a manager or a parent, and you want to make someone, if it's a child or an employee, you want to change his or her behavior, maybe you can try to motivate them by avoiding those criticism, but rather you have to make a make or praise them in a little uh, gradual manner, even though the thing that he did is just a small thing, but being appreciated will motivate him to do better in his or in on the next situation.